One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team looking for its first win, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia Tech's offense will be first on the attack. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage and reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Makes the grab. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I mean, you just can't teach and coach Big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Dickens. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sherrill. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Lost a throw again. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Trying to get the corner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
The relentless emptying of the playbook on this opening drive has now finally hit a wall. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your steam.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the UCF Knights offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball
off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Briggs. At the 45 on its way. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Brown will throw it. He makes a grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Dickens. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Makes the catch. It's Allen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Sends it back in motion. Using his feet. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is...
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the chute, quick cross to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man, it's Grimes. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is going to be a key that we look at in this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
The short hands, it's Dickens. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll run for it. He breaks a tackle. Still another broken tackle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Brown wants to pass. Release to the back. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Punt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
To the air on second down. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. That's reeled in. It's Dickens. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Gain of 21 on the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Grimes. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. Lots of running room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll go to the air. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra... The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Snowed under by the defense.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Gets away from one, finds room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Buying some time. Makes a grab in the open. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense falls. Going to be a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. He's looking to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Marshall was anything but dominant, but the Thundering Herd are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. It's Charles. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Fights off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's open on the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets are facing third and inches. They'll run the option. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to kick this one away.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Brown wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Dickens. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The screen, he can go. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they do on third down. He might want another play. On third down, he drops to throw. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback extends the play. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. They'll go to the ground. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Running behind that left side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
The Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Grab behind the line. It's Taylor. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. To throw, it's Grimes. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. And now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Looking to throw on 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Dances away. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Caught in the backfield. It's Farmer. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. He's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
After this, it'll be a wrap. A designed run for the quarterback. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.